Hello and welcome to another update on the Newberg real estate market. This is Steve Thoele, principal broker with Premier Property Group. And this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, August 13th. So let me share my screen with you now and go through the info with you. So active listings, we'll look at here first. So this I showed last week in Newberg, we had kind of a surge in new listings. We had 23 this last week. You can see that's certainly a high for the past 8 weeks, and ended the week with 92 homes active on the market, which is again high for the past 8 weeks. Had a low of 68 listings here 7 8 weeks back, so definitely more on the market right now. Median price and days on market for the active listings. You can kind of see we kind of started at 525, got up to a high of 580 about a month ago, and this last week fell back quite a bit. To 522 with the mix of these new listings coming in at lower price point brought the median price down quite a bit. And then days on market, you can kind of see we had a high of 68 days about 6 weeks back, and that has been falling from there. And this last week, fell back to 30. Again, influenced quite a bit with all these new listings coming on here over this last week. Moving on to pending sales. So this last week in Newberg, I showed we had 7 properties go sale pending, down a little bit from the week prior where we had 10. And you can kind of see we're kind of building our pendings here back up. We did get up to about 57 pendings here about 4 weeks back, and then dipped down. And last 3 weeks we've been kind of building here again. So this last week we had 48 homes under contract in Newberg. And the median price in the days on market for those pendings, you can see we, after reaching a high of 548 here about 5 weeks back, we have been falling back a bit. Last 2 weeks has been right at 500,000 for the median price of the pendings. And then days on market, you can kind of see that's definitely been on the rise. So it's been taking a bit longer to get properties under contract. We had a low of 7 days, or just about a week's market time here 8 weeks back. And this last week, it's creeped up to just about 4 weeks now of average market time right now to get a home in contract here in Newberg. So definitely slowing down the pace of new contracts here. And then lastly, we'll look at sold listing activity. So as of the time I put the info together here, we had 6 properties cross over from pending to sold this last week in Newberg, same as the prior week, as you can kind of see. And that's down from a high where we had 15 here 3 weeks back. And if I look over the prior 4 weeks of activity, kind of on a week-by-week basis here, this last reading came in at 40 again. 40 homes have sold over the prior 4 weeks. You can kind of see it's been pretty steady over the prior couple weeks, and had a high of 46, low of 32. So we're kind of in the middle of that range. The median price and days on market for those sold listings, you can kind of see we kind of took a dip here to over the first month. It got down to a low of 477,000 for the median sold price, and then that's kind of reversed course and has gone back up over the past 4 weeks, hitting a high of 547 here 2 weeks back, and it dipped down just a hair under that this last week at 543. And then days on market for the sold listings, you can kind of see we got down to clear down to 5 days of market time for the homes that have been that closed here about a month ago, and has been rising here. So we'll see this number kind of continue to rise based upon what we just looked at above with the pendings in terms of days on market of getting of homes that are selling or have sold. And then finally, we'll look at weeks of inventory and the sale price as a percent of the original list price. Red bars, that weeks of inventory, and it's a good measure of kind of relative supply and demand in the market. And you can see we had a low of just under 6 weeks of inventory to begin with. That climbed up to just under 10 weeks here about 5 weeks back, and then it's been kind of bobbing between about 7.5 to 8. Up to again about 9 weeks here over the past month. So this last week came in just above 9 weeks of inventory, a little over 2 months worth of inventory right now in Newberg. And then sale price as a percent of the original list price. You can kind of see we had a low of actually this last week was kind of a low at a little over 97% of original asking price, and that's down from a high of just under 99%. So pricing has softened a little bit over this past month, as you can kind of see, and inventory is up above over 2 months, which again's looking back historically is not a lot. That's still, I would kind of still definitely kind of classify it as kind of a mild seller's market, and prices are holding relatively firm, although they are softening a bit over the past few weeks. So we'll see how the rest of this, we're getting kind of deep into summer. Things do kind of tend to slow down here a bit as we, kind of move towards the school year, and people are not quite as active in the market. But we'll keep an eye on it and see where it goes from here. So hope that update was helpful for you. As always, if I can ever answer any questions or if you have any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. And my number and email address are down below the video. So let me know what I can do to help. Always appreciate any likes, comments that you might have, or shares. And if you already haven't subscribed to this channel, always encourage you to do that. It's a really great way for you to stay up to date on what's happening in your local Newberg market. So hope you have a great day and week ahead. It's going to be a hot one, so stay cool out there, and we will see you on the next update.